Good day everyone, welcome back to another video. We're on episode number 7. So I've got the old 1840 cultivating, and as we can see it's got 160 horse, but the interesting thing is I found a modded cultivator that required 180 horse, and it's 10 meters, almost 10 meters wide. So I think that we should be able to use it, and there you see it at the store. So at the end of this field here, right about there, I'll dismiss my worker. Actually, let me hook that up and just move it a little to the side, and I want to show you guys how much more we can cultivate when we use that cultivator. So we'll put that to the side, and remember folks, there's a lot of changes happening today. So we're going to go grab this new cultivator, and already we can see, because it's got the big wings on it, that we're going to be cutting a lot more dirt, which makes me very happy. There we are. Let's get down there and unfold this thing and do a little size comparison. Right away we can see that is just so much bigger. Wow. So this, I bet you I can probably pull this decently with the 1840, although we are getting new tractors all around just because we've expanded on the farm. So this thing has to be double the width of that old cultivator, and let's see if our old 1840 can pull this. With the old cultivator he was doing about 12 clicks an hour, so let's see how he does here. It looks like that is not a problem. What? He's actually doing 15 uphill. 16. This is amazing. I don't know why I didn't get this cultivator sooner. I just downloaded this mod. It's a it's an older case cultivator, I believe. But look at that. 17 clicks an hour going uphill. There you are, Case International. So get yourselves this cultivator if you're playing the game. This thing is awesome. I love it. Wow. This is great. Anyway, before I get too excited, I need to show you some of our more recent purchases, so let me hop over to the shop. Okay, so you folks will remember that I bought these two combines on the last episode, and I even titled my episode Bought New Combines But Barely Use Them, because we used one of them for a little bit of a sunflower harvest, but then we didn't really do much with them else. And we're going to be planting a bunch of fields today, no doubt, and the ones that are planted will probably be harvesting. So I'm excited about that. And what's more exciting is the new tractors we got. So I'm going to be selling 1840 as soon as he's done cultivating, but without further ado, I got to show you the new tractors. There we are. We've got two brand new tractors. Just drove them home from the lot. So we got the 6612. I don't know the exact horsepower. I want to say 135. I'll tell you anyway later. And then we got the 7720, which is going to be the workhorse. And this thing, I believe, I want to say 240 horse. Somewhere in that realm. 240, 250. In fact, why don't we have a look? So this one says 220 only. Oh, okay, yes. It is 220, but this thing we can bump up the horsepower as we need it. So that should be really good. It has a lot of engine options, and we can bump up the horsepower very easily at home. And then this one has 135. Alrighty. So there you are. Very excited about these new tractors. Both of them have a working 3-point on the front. And what's really cool is both of them can use the loader. So if one of the tractors is busy, I can grab the loader and still hook it up to either of them. And I do believe they use the exact same loader. And that loader we're going to find right over here, with weight over here as well, and our old pallet forks. Alrighty. So I can't wait to get these boys muddy. Can't wait to see them do some work. Let's get to it. So we're going to get our little tractor off to do some fertilizing. And we're going to be going off to field number 12. I should start to memorize these numbers, right? What do we got? This one was 6612. Yikes. I better slow down because I gotta make a turn here. Yeah, so 6612 is going to be doing some fertilizing, and then I believe we can fertilize field number 17 the next day, as it has one coat of fertilize on it, and it's still growing the wheat there. So there we are. Man, doesn't that look awesome? Finally have some newer tractors. I mean, I love my 1840, but we are replacing it. In fact, he's all done right now, as far as I know. I thought I saw an icon pop up. So we're going to let this guy get to work. He's going to be busy fertilizing. Let's go find 1840. Oh, no, he's just about done. Look at that. That went so quick. I love this cultivator, man. I think I'm going to keep using this thing even when I am operating the bigger tractor that I have now. Because I found that the ones that are around 220 horse, which is where my tractor is at, that those didn't have as wide of a width. So this thing is definitely the go-to for the horsepower class that I am in currently. So we're going to let the 1840 do its job, and we're going to go and see how the rest of the farm is moving along, see how far number 17 is growing. Field 17 has just been seeded, so these stupid birds need to get out of the way because they're picking up all the seeds and I don't need that. I want a full crop. And as you can see, it's got 50% fertilized. We're going to add some more at a later stage. But we're going to go back to the yard now, and I got a few more surprises for you guys actually. So as you guys saw last time, I was operating this small grain cart and then this one trailer here, but I'm going to be getting a different trailer with more capacity. This one is really cool. It's got the bumper to tow multiples, but like I said in the previous episode, it's time for an 18-wheeler. So what I want to do, I want to go 18-wheeler shopping. Here we are in the 18-wheeler or semi-truck. I guess not all of them are going to be 18 wheels, there'll be more. But we got this International here, 460 horse. I'm not very interested in it because it's small, it's not very powerful. I've used it a lot in the past, leased it. I'm not such a big fan of European trucks. I mean, this one here is a 6x6. It's kind of cool. And this one here is terrible. I know some of you guys love the man trucks, but just the fact that it doesn't have tandems in the back leads it to do a lot more skidding, which is very annoying. This one's really cool because it's got a drop axle, but it's not what we're doing today. Then we got a Roadrunner. You can get a mod for the Roadrunner, but it would be more horsepower options, not just the 620. I believe you can go up to 900 and some. And then we got our SX Heavy. Really cool. It's kind of a Kenworth look-alike. That's not what we're going for today. The Hulk is really cool. Lots of customizable options. I love this truck. It's also not what we're going for. I want this classic Pete. That is what we're going for. And the Warriors, again, just another International, so not really that exciting. So we're going to go with a day cab Pete. It's a classic, and day cabs are all you need on a farm realistically. I mean, maybe in the future we get a sleeper one just because you can get more horsepower out of them. But for now, 545 horse is all we need. Interestingly, this truck here requires 40 slots, which is stupid. So this little day cab is probably a good option because it only requires 6 slots. It requires the least amount of slots, and it looks wicked. It looks pretty cool. And it's going to serve our purpose very well. Horsepower wise, we can bump it up yet too, as you can see. Right now we're at 405. We can go 474, 545. There it is, guys. That is ridiculous. So there's the old Pete. And I know it's got a different name on there, but we all know it's a Peterbilt, right? So I just had to turn on the lights and show you guys what was going on. Single horn on the top, single stack. It's kind of hilarious. But this trailer has got the whole light package. It's got 8 axles. 5 of them are pusher axles. 3 are just mandatory solid. This thing can fit, I believe, 102 or is it 105,000 liters. So it's way more than my other trailer. And I just think this thing looks cool. I don't know that I'm going to be using all these axles, so I'll probably take some of them off, but I'll do that at the garage on my yard. I just had to show you this one time, just to show you what's going on with it. And actually, let's start that up, and I want to see if I can figure out how to drop these axles. Unfold. Wow. Now all of the tires are dropping down. I have to imagine this would be really hard to steer. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. So we got grain door or the backside. That is so cool. So I gotta steer this thing one time just because I need to know how ridiculous it is trying to steer this thing. Doesn't seem that bad. But we can tell this is some unrealistic physics here. Yeah, that's what I figured. If you're gonna drift around like that, that's not really good. So now let's fold up all these wheels and see what happens. Yeah, all of them are going up other than 3 axles should stay down. Perfect. You can actually see the trailer sag a little bit. That's cool. So let's give that another go and see how she turns around now. Yeah, oh, caught the truck a little bit, but I think this trailer is a little mad glitched. And it doesn't help that I'm going over bumps and whatnot, but definitely a better ride. So we know that all those extra axles are probably not doing very much for us. Alrighty then. It looks like I have another planter left on the field here. I'm gonna have to see what planter that is because I believe I do have a corn planter on my yard. So I'm gonna bring this thing over to the yard and we're gonna go see if we can maybe adjust a few of these silly axles, get rid of them, because honestly we're not going to use that many axles. So let's bring this over to the garage and I will meet you guys back once I'm done fixing this thing up. We've got field 15 all cultivated there, looking beautiful. As always, 8140 has just completed its final mission. So I'm bringing the cultivator home and we're going to send the 8140 off to the shop, sell it, and it looks like we'll be using our new tractors from here on out. I still have a hard time remembering which unit it is. I don't think I'll be parking my cultivators and planters in there anymore because they're just getting too big already. So instead of that, we're going to be parking them around here to the other side. You'll see I got some planters going on there already. So I just think it'll be a little nicer having it parked all over here. It's actually almost a little bit of an emotional ride, honestly, because this one we got in episode 5, I believe, and we're in episode 7 now. Yeah, there's the other planter. And we didn't even drive this thing for that long. It's got 6.6 hours on it, but the farm is growing, and so we kind of need more and bigger tractors. But this thing is definitely a go-to tractor for you guys. If you're just doing some small scale farming and need a good workhorse, this thing is awesome, as well as that cultivator. This old girl is going into her final resting place, bringing her back to the shop, selling her. Let's hope that someone else is able to use her and make the most of it. Sell. And how much did we get for her? $46,352. She's gone. Well, we can't be sad for too long though, because there's still lots to do, lots going on. Let's see what else we can do on the farm. Here we go. We're taking the old 7720 and we're applying it to this cultivator, and it's doing the same speed as the 8140 was. So that must be the max speed of cultivation for this unit. And as you can tell, it is not even struggling at all. It is just working it easy. So yeah, it looks like the layout is very similar to our smaller tractor, which again I keep forgetting the model number of. One of these days I'll get it, but it is not this day. So now that we have our 18-wheeler here, I guess semi-truck, one thing I did want to do was get a nice flat deck to haul all of the cotton that we seem to be doing all these missions on. So I really like harvesting the cotton, and therefore I figured it was only right for us to get these, get ourselves a flat deck, and then that way we can haul it home and we don't need to rely on their equipment. So I got one that's custom painted to my specs. Should be beautiful. Wow, it took a while for those legs to, or stands to pull up, but yeah, we got a matching blue with black on the deck and a nice wood deck as well. Looks like we got lots of straps. That's beautiful. It's a triaxle. Oh, I missed my turn. I'm admiring my trailer so much I'm not even watching where I'm driving. Well, that's the fun of Farm Simulator. You get all sucked up into the story, right? So this is definitely going to be a good asset to have, and I can't wait to use this on the cotton bales that we will no doubt be harvesting. So I do want to try the small baler, the Massey 1840, which is something I'd like to get in real life. In fact, I can show you it right here. So if I can just move on quickly, I can show you in just a second. Come on, there it is. So real life, I really want to get one of these because I think they're really cool. And this is one of Massey's newest balers that they have for the small bales. Perfect for horse farms, uh, all your small cattle needs, things like that. You can do bale slide or bale thrower. I think I'd opt for the thrower and get it in the wagon. I think that'd just be really cool. And then obviously tires. Oh, let's see what our tire sizes are. Oh, that's cool. Even a little bit of an industrial one. I'm thinking that looks right. And then our brand we can change to the Anniversary Edition, Challenger, Fendt. It's got to be Massey, right? So that is something I do want to pick up and I do want to experiment with. And in real life I would love to buy one. But it is not for this day. We will talk about this baler no doubt in the future, and I can't wait until we do. Well, I've made another little improvement, or at least I like to think it's an improvement. So I've put up a shed here to store my equipment. Now this is simply going to be a drive-through system where we can just drive right up in, and then we're going to park our implements in there. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of a bump here. I'm going to see if I can't smooth that out with the landscaping tool, because it is quite an obnoxious bump and some of the little implements might hop a fair bit. I'll probably end up doing the same thing over there for the trailers. Although with trailers I can back in, so I might do something where I can just back the trailers in. But for now, at least I'm going to be having this drive-through shed with lights for my main ground engaging implements here. By the way, this 7720 is doing amazing, and I'm going to take it and plant something right shortly with this. A fair bit of time has passed, and if we look on the map, we started on the top of field number 9 and we are just about done. We got another 2 or so passes and we should be done with the spraying here, so that is excellent news. Absolutely fantastic. So let's go see what our other tractor's doing here. 7720. Let me see if I remember that correctly. I think this was on the front of the nose. 7720. There we are. So he is also almost done. He's got probably 3 or 4 more passes, and then he should be all done. That is excellent news. Corn will be planted, and then I believe after that we can just snooze for the night and see what tomorrow brings. I gotta try those combines some more yet because we really didn't give them a workout last episode. So here's the hoping we can use them tomorrow. It is morning number 3, and would you look at that, field 17. Our wheat is ready to go. Number 18 is also ready. Wow, that is a whole lot of stuff. And also field 15, our corn is ready to go. So maybe first thing we should be sending our sprayer out to field 12 and getting that sprayed. And in the meantime, we can be harvesting field 17 as well as 15. And here we go. We got both combines on the field. They're all making straw swaths for me so we can do some bales as well. This is going to be a good time. I can't wait. Oh, things are hustling and bustling. Man, I got one old wagon full already. And we haven't even gotten that far yet. Like, things are looking up really well. There's another combine sitting there waiting for me to unload him. I figure we'll probably get one semi-load out of field 17. And we're going to bring that all to the silo. So that should do us good. We definitely need more in the silo. So when we actually do sell grain, that we can sell hardcore. So we can sell a whole bunch, like a couple trailer loads at once. Make the most out of it. I know I can't get top price, but whenever they're in high demand, it's unusually high. And that's kind of what I'm aiming for. Here's grain cart number 2. And we got another combine sitting there waiting. Man, things are good. We're going to get this thing unloaded. Oh, that wagon just tipped over. That was kind of scary. Yeah, let's not do that anymore. Alrighty, we're going to go empty out this grain cart and we're going to go take care of that combine as well. We've got one more round, so I'm going to allow that combine to finish up. And in the meantime, I'm going to be moving this combine back home. And we're going to get rid of this header, and we're going to go put on a new header. That way, we can move on to the field number 15 for the corn harvest. We'll definitely need a different header for that. And we'll get going on that on the next episode. Here we come with load number 3. My goodness, we're doing good. And it looks like there's just that one little strip yet left. So I'll probably just get the combine to roll by and dump it on my wagon once the semi is all gone. And then we'll take the combine off to field 15 alongside of its brother, which is waiting there already. And that should do us just nicely. We've got one big beautiful semi-load of wheat. This is absolutely great. And there's still probably a 3/4 hopper from the grain cart that's still got to be dumped. The combine is dumping in there. It's all done now on field 17. So once we dump out all this grain, then we'll go and bring the grain cart over and we'll dump that out as well. Bring the combine over to field 15 ready for corn harvest, but the corn harvest has to wait till next time. Alright folks, that about wraps up today's episode. So if you're new to the channel or you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button. It'll do you good. It'll keep you entertained. It'll let you know when I post another video, because you guys don't want to miss me harvesting that corn. I mean, you've never seen non-stop action like that before. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. And if you're one of the most beautiful people in the world, then leave a like. And if you're very adventurous, leave a comment. See if I respond. You just might be surprised. Anyway, thanks for watching. You guys all have yourself a fantastic day. Now, why am I so happy and so excited about this baler in particular? This is Massey's newest baler that they have on the market. That is a small baler, so a small square baler. Now, you might think it looks just like any other one, but it in fact has a lot of key differences that I really would like to show you guys. So I'm going to pull this thing forward. I'm going to disconnect this as well so I can walk around. Okay, so here's some things that we know. The biggest difference that this baler has from other small square balers is the fact that its pickup head here, which is right there, that big old spiny thing, is in the center of the baler versus many other small square balers will have it kind of offset to one side. So this means the tractor is continuously driving over the swath instead of beside it, just the way the big balers would. So that is one huge plus. It makes it a lot easier to maneuver. Also, the tines you see sticking out of here, there are 4 tines per row, which makes it really nice. It's more than any of the other ones do. Okay, so you also have these twine boxes on both sides. So right where you see the 1840, that's one twine box. You can see the roller lead right there, as well as this side has the exact same thing. These front panels all come apart very simply and easily. This side has a lot of the mechanism used for the plunger, so all your drivetrain, your gears and belts are all on that side. And this side I'm not so sure about because I forget what is there. I know I saw it, but I don't remember. And another really cool feature you don't see much on small balers is this little fan. Now, why this fan is important is because this clears debris. So most of the time it's blowing toward your twine, which is getting knotted up here in the back. And every once in a while it'll just reverse and just blast any chaff that is stuck in this grill here. Really useful so that your fan doesn't overheat. Your plunger is typical of any other plunger. I mean, you can change your settings to whatever you want to make your bale as dense as you need to have it. There is an optional preservative kit you can put on top of here, just like all the big balers have. And yeah, other than that, I don't know if I have anything else to say about it that is remarkable, other than the fact that one day I want to buy myself the 1840. The 1838 has been out for a few years, and it was kind of the gold standard at the time. But the 1840 is the new one. It's better, it's bigger, and it's just really pretty. So hopefully one day I can buy myself one of these.